Today, we are going to dive into just 3 short sentences of ancient wisdom. But trust me, they have the power to totally change how you see yourself and your place in the world. It's all about purpose, identity, and the amazing impact you're truly meant to have. So, let's get right into it.
So let's just start with a question, one that I think hits home for pretty much all of us at some point. Have you ever felt invisible? You look at your day-to-day, your job, your family, and you just wonder, does any of this really matter? Am I actually making a difference? Just kind of hold on to that feeling, because the passage we're looking at today has a very direct and honestly a pretty surprising answer for you.
So, where does this all begin? Well, it's interesting. It doesn't start with a suggestion or some helpful advice. Nope. It kicks off with this huge foundational statement about who you are, right now.
See, this isn't some goal you need to strive for or some potential you might, maybe, one day reach. This text makes a radical claim about your identity in this very moment. It's truly one of the most powerful statements about human value you will ever come across. Just let that one sink in for a second. Your lives light up the world. Think about that. Not your lives could light up the world, or they should. It says they do. This is the starting line. Before you've done a single thing, before you've achieved anything, your very existence is described as a light.
I mean, that's a total game changer, isn't it? So many of us are on this treadmill, right? Trying to improve ourselves, fighting that little voice that says we're not good enough, just trying to become someone who matters. But this passage just flips that whole script. It says you already are that person. You have this built-in brilliance. So the real question isn't how to get it, but what are you going to do with it?
So, how can it make such a massive claim? Well, it doesn't get lost in some complicated philosophy. Instead, it uses simple, common-sense logic that's kind of hard to argue with. It's all about unpacking this metaphor of light.
It starts with this great question. Just picture it in your mind. A whole city, built on the highest hill for miles. At night, its lights would be a beacon. You could see it from everywhere. So the text asks, how in the world could you hide that? And the answer is, well, you can't. Its very nature, its position, makes it impossible to ignore.
And then it gives us a second example of something that's just absurd. Who would go through all the trouble of lighting a lamp only to immediately stick it under a bucket where its light is totally useless? It just makes no sense. It completely defeats the purpose of having a lamp in the first place.
So the point here is crystal clear, right? Light is meant to be seen. A city on a hill acts as a guide. A lamp on a stand brightens the room for everyone inside. Hiding either one is just a waste. It denies their very purpose.
And here's where that logic comes right back around to you. If you are light, then that feeling of being invisible we talked about at the start, it's a total contradiction to your nature. You are actually designed to be seen, to have an impact, to light up the space you're in. Okay, so if we are light, what's next? This is where the text makes this beautiful turn from who you are to what you should do. It's not enough to just know you're a light, you're called to actually shine.
And here's the command that just flows right out of that identity. So don't hide your light. Because if you are light, hiding is the most illogical thing you could possibly do. The instruction is to let it shine. And not just kind of flicker, but shine brightly and out in the open before others.
You can almost see this as a simple 3-step action plan. Step 1, make a choice. Don't hide. Don't shrink back. Step 2, get active. Let it shine brightly. And step 3, we get the how, through your commendable works. So, what exactly does that even mean?
This brings us to our final, and maybe the most crucial, part of this passage. Why? What's the point of all this shining? What's the intended outcome? All right, let's define commendable works. This isn't about some huge flashy gesture you post online for everyone to see. No, it's talking about the visible expressions of your character. It's the integrity you have at your job, the simple kindness you show to a stranger. It's the help you offer when nobody's making you. They are the real, authentic actions that just flow out of who you are.
So this abstract idea of being a light, it becomes real and tangible through what you do. When you act with kindness, with integrity, with compassion, that is your light shining. Your commendable works are the actual rays of light that people can see and feel.
And here it is, the ultimate goal. The reason for all of this is so that other people will see these good actions, and because of them, they will give praise. Not to you, but to your Father in heaven.
And this is the critical twist in the whole thing. The purpose of shining isn't to get a spotlight put on you. It's not to collect compliments or applause. The goal is for your life to be a spotlight that points to something much bigger. Your light is meant to be a signpost, pointing people toward a source of goodness that's beyond you. It's all about inspiration, not attention.
So, we end with a personal challenge. Knowing you are light and that your whole purpose is to shine, the question isn't if you have a light to offer, but where you're going to offer it. Where will you stop hiding? What conversation, what task, what simple act of kindness? Where are you going to let your light shine today?